Hi everyone, this is Women Worth in Weddings and I'm Amy.
I'm Julia.
And we are excited to hang out with you for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
We have a fun topic because we
hear all kinds of things.
Yes.
And we get asked all kinds of questions and we witness all kinds of things. We just have so many stories.
Yes. I mean, so many, but we kind of went through some of the funniest, most random things that people ask us, and not even the bride and groom or, we're talking about guests and anybody that's at the wedding. We get asked questions. I say this all the time. When we're at your wedding, we are everybody's planner.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody wants something, needs something, comes to us, and so we get asked to do and fix some really random stuff.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. And today I'm drinking coffee.
And I'm drinking tea because
it's the morning.
It's morning.
And if we started drinking at 10 a.m., we would not be able to do much work today. So. Okay, so let's start. Okay. This is a big one that we get when it's like an outdoor venue. It's, can you make sure there are no flies at my wedding?
Yeah. This is a big one. Flies, bugs.
They're like the little gnats and there's stuff that you can get someone to come out and spray for. But flies, it's mainly flies. When there's like a venue near a farm, you have to realize there's going to be flies.
And plus if you have your food outside, there's going to be bugs as
during
well.
Like the summer and spring.
I can't control that. Cannot control that. Actually, we tried so hard. There was a venue that we worked with that the fly problem was actually like a legit problem.
Yeah, I think it was right by like a turkey farm or something.
And no, it was a pig farm.
Oh.
Was it a pig farm or a turkey farm? It was a stinky farm.
Yeah.
And we did all like the tricks of hanging plastic bags with water in it. Those like little fly strips.
Yeah, the strips. We would light candles around the food. We tried, but we cannot help it. We cannot help if there's flies. We can't help if, bugs show up during your outdoor wedding.
Or bats come flying out of the venue.
Oh, goodness, I forgot about that. I really put that deep in my head. You'd be sitting outside at that venue, and then bats start coming out of the attic. Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, you remember that? Lots of them. Not like, oh, I think I see a bat, but like
a couple.
You may have a bat coming out.
Oh my gosh. I buried that memory.
Terrifying.
You've also been asked if you can make someone a salmon. That was a thing.
This was an actual thing. So we had, reception was happening, and apparently this guy didn't like what was being served. And so he came to me very kindly and said, "Hi, are you the wedding planner?" "Yes, I am. Can you make me a salmon?"
Yeah.
And I just looked at him.
Because then when you get asked these questions, it's like, huh.
I immediately
want to check
I check my pockets. Like, do I have what I need to make salmon? Because I will do, if I could,
Well, it's our job. When someone asks us a question, we immediately go to, how could we ever make that happen? But when it's like off the wall, we just sit there and like stare for a second. We're like,
I was like, I don't cook and I don't have a way to do that.
And the caterers do not cook here at that specific venue.
Yeah. And he was just like, okay, because, I know what it was. There was fish. It was a fish option, but it wasn't salmon or something like that. Something where he wanted salmon. He thought he was getting salmon.
I think I remember it being the caterers were not properly making sure the people that marked fish got fish.
Yes.
And people were getting both chicken and fish. So the fish ran out because catering was not properly, they were letting people self-serve.
Yeah.
And when you have salmon, that level of food, you probably shouldn't let people self-serve.
Yeah, because you have, like, when you're doing, this is super important. So when you're doing plated or you're doing like you get an option, which I think they shouldn't do that in a buffet type setting. I think
plated, it makes sense.
Plated, it makes sense, but buffet,
it just comes down to couples trying to save money and not having both entrees for the head count. It's like, well, not everyone likes salmon, and they're trying to figure out like how they could have salmon available, but not for everyone kind of situation. That's when you ask on your RSVPs or your website what meat you want. But that comes down to catering, making sure
Yeah, that was
everyone's
a
not getting
thing. That
both.
was not a couple thing. But yeah, no, I cannot make you anything. But I will say I did walk into a kitchen of a venue one time and Joy was making macaroni and cheese for a kid.
I did do that. Because the parents were about to miss the speeches, and it was part of the wedding party. And I was like, I'll do it. Like, go out there, enjoy the speeches. So I made that kid mac and cheese. I did do that.
You did do that, and I was very surprised. I was like, what are you doing? That's not a Joy thing. That's an Amy thing.
Yeah, I did. That poor baby wanted some mac and cheese. We've also seen people go in, this is like a whole tangent on kitchens now.
Yeah.
And when it's a house venue, people feel a little bit too comfortable.
Yes. Yes.
We've seen people go into the kitchen where the wedding party had their food from getting ready during the earlier parts of the day. And people were just like eating the sandwiches and stuff out of the fridge. And I'm like, what are you doing? And they were like, oh. They're like busted. I was like, that's not for the guest. That's from this morning. Because, like, God forbid they get food poisoning from something that they weren't supposed to eat. And then it's like a whole thing. Like, don't go through someone's kitchen and eat their food in the fridge. That's weird.
That is weird.
They're scavengers. Scavengers
they
are what people are.
They would walk through the kitchen and, like, pop things in their mouth and eat. Mm-hmm. Don't do that. Like, what?
No. People amaze me.
Every day.
People amaze me. I got asked recently, there was a coffee bar. And like, what you ask your caterer bartender to provide is what they provide. If you get a coffee bar, you're getting coffee. I was asked if I could go and get the lady hot water in a tea bag, like I was a hotel or restaurant. And I was like, I saw the packets of like sugar, and so I was like, is there tea bags over there? I was like, maybe like I can find her hot water if there's tea bags. And she was like, no. And I was like, oh, then there's not tea. I'm like, that threw me off a little bit. I was like, then there's not tea. Like, I don't know where I'd pull a tea bag from.
Yeah. Oh, people.
Yeah. Okay, let's see. This was a recent one for you. Tracking flight patterns.
Yeah. I mean, here's the thing. I can't control air traffic, control people. I can't make it. Well, and will say there are venues that are close to other things. So there are venues that are close to shooting range.
Downtown, where there's parades and events, like Uptown Charlotte. You may come in when there's like a special event or marathon coming in.
So you cannot, when you're booking your venue, take all of that into consideration. Mm-hmm. It's just like buying a house. Yeah. You can't buy a house and then be pissed that you live beside a railroad track. Like, you can't stop.
Look around, see what's around you. I mean, it's the thing. I mean, we've had cows moo very loudly during ceremony before. Yeah. Be silent all day, and they wait for that moment. Yeah. They're like a big old moo.
Dearly beloved. Oh.
Yeah, exactly. Just like that. Or the guns go off.
Yeah.
We had a wedding recently where I never had heard any gunshots at that venue before. And during ceremony, guns started going off. And I was like, I don't even know what's around us because we've done so many weddings out there that I didn't even you weren't at that wedding. It was just like guns going off during ceremony. And I'm like, we're in Charleston. I was like, what?
It just happened at this. Were you with me?
I was there for that, but that was a different experience. Okay. I heard guns from the same place for the first time.
Well, he teaches people how to shoot guns.
I didn't know that. I did not know that.
So, anyways, just do your due diligence on where you...
But we will not be tracking flights for you. I'm so sorry. If a plane goes overhead, it should not be low enough for, you to hear it unless something bad's happening.
And then we do want to hear it.
Yes.
We want to know that it's coming.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Okay. This was first asked, a guest asked the venue, one of the venue crew, and the venue crew passed it off to Kathleen on our team. A guest had come up to us during the end of the night. We were all sitting there, and she asked one of the venue crew to take a picture of her. And it turned into, can you just follow me around the venue and take pictures of me? Oh. And then he was just like, Kathleen would be better at this, basically. I'm like, she's better at the angles. And then Kathleen was just like, And she like followed her around, took pictures of her because we didn't have anything else to do at that moment.
Full-ass photo shoot with a guest at a wedding.
Yeah, she was like, "Can you just take me around?" Oh, I just remembered another one. We had the venue told me this past weekend that a guest asked for them to do like a tour of the venue. They were like, "We'll pay you $400 if you just drive us around this venue and like give us a tour." Do you remember that? $400, this guest said, for like the golf cart crew to take them around on the golf cart.
Yeah.
But that tour would have been like, here's the venue owner's private house. And he was like, no.
I just don't even know about it. Anyways, yeah.
People are funny.
Okay. Funny.
One that we get, which is actually, I'm sure a lot of planners get, can you iron the linens that they're dropping off day of? Linens take a very, very, very long time to iron. That's why they're so expensive if you try to dry clean them, because it's a whole entire process. Anyone that's tried to iron wrinkled linens in an Amazon package knows the pain.
It's a thing. And
it takes a very long time. We've had people throw it on us at like noon and the ceremony's at 4. And it's like, this is not happening.
Yeah.
Like,
if you want certain things done like that, that's going to be super time consuming.
Rent them.
You need to rent. You need to rent and be like transparent with that, or even like, yes, if it's super wrinkled, we will try to get the wrinkles out of your linens for you, but
it's not going to be perfect. It's not going to be anywhere near perfect because the wrinkles are so in there. You can't. And being handed one steamer for 15 super wrinkled linens is not going to do anything.
No.
It's just worth it. Spend that $20 and rent that linen because...
Absolutely. I mean, it is so worth it. I can't even tell you. And then you just put them in a bag at the end of the night and someone goes and takes them away. It's beautiful. The process of renting things is a beautiful thing.
It hurts my heart when I hear them say that they have their own linens. Hurts my heart very deep. And I want to run. And then I would have a groomsman... Well, there's that one time when the groomsmen were in charge of getting those wrinkles out. Yeah. And we were just like, that is not going to happen. Like, there's no way. There's no way. And then they're over here with the steamer, like holding the steamer like this, and water's pouring out. And I was like, stop touching everything. Just stop touching everything, please.
Yeah, that was. So this takes to another thing. When you are like, hey, anybody in the wedding party, they're going to do anything. Just know that they're probably not going to do that thing.
Yeah.
I mean, usually like the bridesmaids are really good if they're responsible and like helping set up. They
usually
will definitely do that.
Picking things up at the end of the night if they're told, they're good at that. But if you give the groomsmen any task, I mean, 9 times out of 10, it's not going to work out and people are going to be mad.
Yeah.
Or they're going to be like, you're joking, right? Like, we're not actually going to do that. And I'm like, that's what I was told.
Oh, I had to go tell on those people.
Yeah. I tell mom on them.
I went and told on. I was like, Mom, and then she went in there and was like, "You're college educated guys."
Yeah.
She was real mad about it.
Yep. Well, because they came in, they're like, "You're joking," and I'm like, "I'm not joking," and they're like, "We're not doing that." And then they tried, and they were pouring water all over everything, and I was like, "Oh goodness."
Yes.
Moving on. Okay, so we also get from couples that sometimes we're not even decor related to them. Like, when are you going to pick up all my decor? And it's like months before their wedding.
Yeah, I mean, this we get a lot. Like, when can we give you all of our decor?
I'm like, you bring it with you.
Bring it with you.
Mm-hmm. You bring it with you either at reception if the venue allows you to drop things off the night before. Yeah, rehearsal, sorry. Or the morning of your wedding.
Yeah.
Unless you're design related for us, we do get a lot of stuff for you for design and we bring it with us, but we do not have a warehouse to collect all your things and make sure they don't get mixed up with other stuff.
Yeah.
So,
happen.
Just know you're going to bring all your stuff with you. It's a lot, but that's why you got to get a crew and make sure that crew knows that they're also helping you get stuff home.
100%.
Can we unclog the toilet?
That we've gotten a lot of times. Mm-hmm. Hey, the toilet's clogged.
I'm like,
awesome.
Like, okay, let the venue know.
Mm-hmm. Yep, I spilled a drink. I broke a glass. The toilet's clogged.
Yeah,
all kinds of stuff. Like, what else? There's like anything venue related. We get asked to do it, which I don't care.
They just
fine
need
with
to,
it.
if they're the first person that they see, like if we're the first person they lay eyes on and they know like can make it happen, then I understand that. But we have been told.
But there are venues out there that don't have any venue staff.
Mm-hmm.
Like
you show up, you put a code in, open the door, you turn the lights off, and lock the door at night.
Airbnb type venue experience.
That's a nightmare. Nightmare.
Because if like a breaker gets blown, or a toilet gets clogged, or toilet paper runs out.
Yeah, that's not our job.
It's not our job.
No.
We will say it in that circumstance. That's not our job.
Yeah. We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
We will. We're not going to let the breakers be like, oh, well, the night's done. Like, oh. But it's just annoying for planners when the venue stuff falls on us.
I crawled underneath a freaking porch. And do you remember, like, at that one venue, the breakers were underneath the porch, and I would have to climb under there because if there was a band or even a strong wind.
Like underneath where their deck, a strong wind.
Oh, that was scary. Anyways.
Okay. Can guests go swimming in the pool during reception? If your venue has a pool, guests will not be allowed in that pool.
No. It's not playtime. It's reception time.
And people were drinking.
Yeah. We get that anytime there's a pool or a lake or a body of water. Can we get in that?
When it's hot.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. And then any adjustments to the venue? We've gotten random things that we hear all the time for the venues. Like, can we turn the fountain water green for my wedding? Green's my color. Or, just stuff that's like, can we put holes in the wall to hang what we want to hang?
Yep.
Stuff like that. Like, you can't make permanent
changes to a venue. Ever. Ever. Like, we have a venue that is so beautifully landscaped, and they have flowers year round, and it's like meticulously perfection. And I get people all the time that's like, can they change those flowers out because they don't match my wedding? Like, no. You get what you get. You just gotta know nothing can be permanent. You're not putting nails in the wall. What hooks are already there is what you're gonna be able to use. Yeah. This is all really good things to really be observant when you're doing a tour.
Yeah.
And ask these questions. So that you aren't surprised.
Yep. The stories are endless, and we tend to block them out of our head because of how stupid the things are that we get asked sometimes, that we're just like, and then we walk away. I don't know, it's weird, and then walk away.
There's just so many moving parts to a wedding, and we literally are the puppet masters. We are creating an environment, trying to control every aspect, every person, make sure that you walk away saying this is the best night of my life. And it is very much like,
I feel like sometimes when people are drinking, we're like the teachers at a playground.
Yeah.
Like, everyone is like endangering themselves and like acting a fool. And we're like, don't do that. Or like
this would be like a tiki torch, and girls are like, yeah, I'm like,
I know, and I'm just like I'm watching them like go by it, and I'm like, oh, can you not? You have hairspray and stuff in your hair. I know you do. It's gonna be tragic.
Yeah.
Ugh.
So many things.
Yeah, we're the teachers in the playground.
Yeah. Come here. Let me talk to you, little boy.
Like, can you not drag that stick across the venue, please?
Yeah. Spit it out. Spit it out.
Yeah. Yes.
Oh, gosh.
Like, make sure you have the sparklers up in the air. You don't want to catch them on fire. They're like, oh, can I have two?
Yes.
Oh, my goodness.
It's like herding cats. It's like, come here. But, it's fun.
It is so fun.
It is fun. It's comical, and it's just people, and it's,
Yeah, we're just in a business where we get exposed to a lot of people.
Yeah. A lot of people doing a lot of crazy shit.
Yeah. I can only imagine what bartenders see when they're just like, that's their job, is just to like constantly serve these people.
I know. I don't know, but this was fun. Good
This
job.
was fun.
Yay.
Cheers to
Cheers.
people.
Cheers to people. Thank you guys for joining us. We will be back soon with another amazing, funny tale of the wedding industry, I'm sure.
Yeah.
So,
Yep.
see you next time.
Well, bye guys.
Bye.